Okay, let's unpack this whole AI first idea. You hear it everywhere, right? But it's way more than just grabbing the latest AI tool. Today we're digging into how businesses are actually, fundamentally changing from the ground up. Welcome to the deep dive. We pull out the key insights from important sources so you get the real picture. Today, yeah, it's all about the AI first mindset. We're leaning heavily on Carol Mergel's work, AI first mindset, prioritizing AI for business transformation. Our goal, to make it super clear what it actually means to put intelligence right at the heart of a company, how it becomes like a real advantage.
And it's really critical now. I mean, we're seeing this huge gap opening up. Companies that genuinely make AI a priority, they're not just a bit faster, they're achieving really dramatic improvements in agility and innovation. They're basically setting the pace,
Yeah.
leaving others behind. It's not just a trend, it's fundamental.
Okay, so AI first is the term, but what does it actually look like in practice? What are the core differences, operationally speaking?
Right. So at its core, it's not just about using AI. It's a whole different way of operating. Think of it in three key ways. First, it's about strategic priority. So AI isn't just some side project in the IT department. It becomes absolutely central to, well, almost every big decision. Leaders start looking at every challenge, every opportunity, and asking, okay, how can AI help here? What insights can it give us? It's like rewiring the whole strategic thinking process. Second, it's a truly data-driven approach. This is a big one. Moving from just reacting to things to actually anticipating what's
Yeah.
next using predictive intelligence, right? So data isn't just stored, it's actively used by AI to predict trends, customer needs, potential problems before they happen.
Like knowing what customers want before they even ask.
Exactly that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the third piece is a real experience focus. We're moving beyond just basic automation, doing repetitive tasks faster. With an AI-first mindset, AI is used to create these deeply personalized experiences. So every interaction, every touch point with a customer becomes unique, tailored, way beyond generic stuff.
Wow, okay. That really does sound like a complete overhaul, a fundamental change. So, what holds this all together? What are the key pillars that actually support an organization making this kind of shift long term?
Yeah, sustainability is key, you're right. It's definitely foundational, and it rests on four main pillars. First up is a clear vision. And I don't mean just a vague idea, it's a detailed roadmap. It spells out exactly how AI will be integrated and what specific measurable business problems it's going to solve across the whole company.
Got it. A concrete plan.
Precisely. The second pillar is deep integration. This is about weaving AI right into the company's mission, its everyday operations, making sure AI isn't just some experiment over here, but a core part that actually drives business results, linking the tech directly to the goals.
Right, so it's not isolated.
Not at all. Third, and this is absolutely critical for AI, is data excellence. Look, AI is only as good as the data it learns from, right? So AI-first leaders are obsessed with having clean, high-quality data. They're constantly working to improve data quality, refine the models. They know good insights depend entirely on good data. It's foundational.
Makes total sense. Garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly. And the fourth pillar ties it all together. A relentless focus on business outcomes. Implementing AI isn't about the tech itself. It's about getting measurable results. Every AI project has to be tied to clear, quantifiable goals, making sure every investment pays off in real business improvements.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me. Theory is one thing, but seeing it in action. The source material you mentioned has some great case studies showing this isn't just hypothetical, it's already making a huge difference. Let's dive into those.
Absolutely. And the results are, well, pretty compelling. Let's take supply chain reinvention. Using AI automation, companies have slashed the time they spend on weekly planning. Predictive analytics. That's led to way fewer forecasting errors.
Which must save a fortune in inventory.
Exactly. AI-driven optimization helps them cut inventory costs significantly. Less waste, much more efficient. Then look at retail personalization at scale. This really shows that experience focus we talked about. Retailers collect all this data, purchase history, browsing, demographics, you name it. AI models then crunch through it all in real time to predict what you specifically might like next.
So you get those product suggestions that feel spookily relevant.
That's the idea. Across their website, emails, maybe even in the store. The result, people engage more, they buy more, and they become much more loyal. And healthcare transformation. The impact here is potentially life-changing. You have AI algorithms spotting patterns in medical images, X-rays, MRIs, sometimes faster and more accurately than humans. That means earlier diagnosis. There are automated triage systems now using AI to quickly figure out who needs urgent attention, getting resources to high-risk patients faster. And treatment plans. They're becoming adaptive. changing based on how a patient is actually responding.
Mhm.
Even in drug discovery, AI is analyzing molecules to find promising drug candidates, cutting research time from years down to months. It's accelerating innovation massively.
Incredible.
And one more, financial services and predictive insights. This sector has been turned upside down. Neural networks are analyzing global trends, predicting market movements with pretty stunning accuracy. Machine learning models assess thousands of factors to figure out lending and investment risks much better.
So safer decisions, basically.
Safer and faster. Real-time algorithms spot fraud patterns, saving millions. And think about loan approvals. What used to take days now takes seconds, often more accurately.
These are huge shifts. I mean,
Yeah.
really fundamental. What stands out to you most from these real-world examples? What's the common thread?
Well, linking these back to the bigger picture, it's clear that adopting this AI-first mindset, it's not just about tech. It fundamentally changes how the business operates, how it decides things. We see sort of three big strategic shifts happening. First, you get these adaptive decision models. The systems themselves learn from new data. Decisions aren't fixed. They get better automatically over time as the AI learns more. It's dynamic,
So the strategy itself evolves.
constantly. Second, you see automated business models emerging. Companies become way more flexible, quicker to respond. Those old, rigid hierarchies start to flatten because AI handles a lot of the operational stuff, allowing for faster action, more agility. And third, and this is crucial, is fostering an experimental culture. AI-first companies are built for testing, for iterating. They know continuous learning of everything, so they embrace trying things out, learning fast, even from failures. It leads to systematic improvement.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So for someone listening right now, maybe thinking, right, this sounds powerful, I get it, but how do we actually start? How do we bring this into our organization? What are the practical first steps?
Yeah, it can feel overwhelming, but the source lays out some clear starting points.
Yeah.
The absolute first step, build a solid data foundation. This is non-negotiable. You have to invest in systems to capture data, clean it, organize it, because like we said, the quality of your AI depends entirely on the quality of your data. It's the bedrock.
Get the data house in order first.
Absolutely.
Right.
Second, really focus on team development. And this isn't just for the tech folks. Train everyone in basic AI literacy. Help them understand what AI can do, and just as importantly, what it can't do. This empowers people across the business to spot opportunities, to think creatively about how AI could help in their specific area. Foster that curiosity.
It's a culture thing, too, getting everyone involved.
Definitely. And finally, strategic implementation. Choose AI solutions that are flexible, that can grow with you.
Yeah.
And always, always focus on the business impact. Don't just chase shiny new tech. Ask, what problem does this solve? What value does it create? Does it align with our goals?
Right. Focus on the why.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk payoff. We've discussed the potential, the examples. What about the hard numbers? What kind of measurable results are companies seeing from this deep commitment?
The results.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty eye-opening and really show the advantage. The source highlights that AI-first companies bring products to market 3 times faster. 3 times. Think about that speed advantage in today's market.
That's huge for staying ahead.
Massive.
Yeah.
They also double customer lifetime value. That deep personalization we talked about. It builds incredible loyalty. Customers stick around, spend more.
Double. Wow.
And operationally, this one's amazing. Manual errors drop by 75%.
Yeah.
75%. As AI takes over routine tasks, think about the cost savings, sure, but also freeing up your people for more complex, more creative work.
Those are seriously compelling numbers. It really paints a picture of why companies are making this shift. So looking forward then, where does this AI-first journey lead? What's the next phase in the coming years?
Well, the trajectory seems pretty clear. Towards more autonomy, more hyper-personalization. In the very near term, say 2024, 2025, generative AI will likely become pretty standard for creating initial drafts, product design, marketing copy, that sort of thing. Humans will shift more towards refining, curating, guiding the AI, rather than starting from a blank page.
Interesting. A partnership model.
Kind of. Then, maybe 2026, 2027, we expect real-time hyper-personalization to be the norm. Every single interaction adapting instantly based on who you are, what you're doing right now. Really bespoke experiences for everyone.
Constantly adapting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And looking further out, maybe 2028, 2030, we can see the beginnings of truly autonomous business functions. Systems making complex decisions, managing whole processes like supply chains or resource allocation with minimal or even no human oversight. The self-optimizing enterprise, essentially.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway here? It feels like this AI-first mindset isn't just another tech upgrade. It's much deeper. It's really a strategic imperative weaving intelligence into, well, pretty much everything an organization does.
That's exactly it. Companies that truly embed AI like this, they're not just getting incremental gains, they're unlocking completely new growth avenues. They achieve performance levels that traditional competitors just can't match. It's about future-proofing the business, really, ensuring sustainable success in a world that's only going to become more AI-driven.
So, a final thought for everyone listening. As you think about your work, your business, consider that experimental culture we talked about. How could embracing that, the willingness to try things, learn, iterate, even on a small scale, how could that help you or your organization adapt and really thrive in this changing landscape? It seems like the mindset is just as important as the technology itself.